Honourable Speaker, I'm glad the Minister has considered on one element to say an error was occasioned and the bill was not signed. That should never happen, because I'm sure you have teams that help you put these things together. The Minister has also said that they are going to consult within Cabinet to determine whether or not to withdraw the bill. Honourable Speaker, I don't think there's two ways around it, because the law is the law. So I don't think you can sit and agree and say we shall not follow the law. As it is now, Honourable Speaker, we have got two options. That government can be humble enough, acknowledge a mistake that was made, withdraw the bill. Or as Parliament, we use our prerogative to throw the bill out, which will make you look shabby. So we're only helping you as government to say, withdraw, concede, you need to reorganize internally. So you withdraw what you brought before us here, go back, sit, get organized, which ministry is bringing this bill, make sure it is signed, and so on. If they don't want to do that, we use our powers as Parliament to throw it out.
Lob, on top of that, our chairs of the committees should also exercise the procedural prudence to make sure that the bill is fully, it is signed, or it has all the ingredients that require it to be what? To be processed.
I agree, Right Honourable Speaker, because you see there are many gatekeepers. So the first gatekeeper is the minister who is bringing the bill. Once your technical people put it together for you, you ought to realize there's an issue. The second gatekeeper is at the committee stage. The third and final gatekeeper is here in the House. And so we did our good gatekeeping here in the House to say there is a problem here. We hope that now it can be reversed in a very nice way. So don't put us in a difficult situation as government to say we are going to see whether we withdraw or not. Because if you do not withdraw, we shall do the legal thing to say we have rejected it. I don't know if that's what you want.
Madam Speaker, if I may lend a hand of assistance to the leader of the incoming government problem, which will happen after 100 years. The government works in a certain way that as a minister, you cannot come here and withdraw the bill. I have got to go back to Cabinet, and then we harmonize and come back when we are organized. And we are committed to bring it back. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker.
Yes.
Madam
yes.
Speaker, I think the problem starts with the laying of papers. In the past, we had a minister who said, I beg to lay when he had nothing in his hand. But the answer captured him as if he was laying something. I think we need to scrutinize documents that are being laid on table, because that's where the problem starts. When the minister presents a bill for the first reading and he says, I beg to lay, I think the technical people who are helping the presiding officer may quickly have to check, because these ministers have laid the air before. But for me, Madam Speaker, you have two issues with this particular bill. The first is how it was introduced and accepted by Parliament without obeying the rules of procedure. The second issue, I guess, for which the Honourable Bat says Cabinet needs to our rules, Madam Speaker, don't encourage members to storm your chair, like the Honourable Chiwanuka Chiyo is doing, because I am addressing the chair. So there are two issues, Madam Speaker, with this particular bill. The first is that it did not meet the technicality of being accompanied by a memorandum signed by the minister. Two, Madam Speaker, and you allow me, I disagree with every colleague here who says this Swahili Council should be moved from gender to Minister of Education. That's why yesterday I wanted to make my submission. I am disagreeing with the whole idea of creating a council. We study English, and all of you here speak English. Is there a council for English? You speak your language, Uganda, etc. You cannot be the same parliament supporting rationalization and you allow government in a lazy way to begin creating a council. Because I don't know how this government works. We should thank God that we still exist. Because if you want a language to popularize, just introduce it and make it compulsory in schools. You have 12 million children who are in primary schools. Why do you bother Parliament and the whole afternoon you are debating creation of a council, whether it should be here or there, for purposes of promoting a language? 20 teachers teach everybody, like some of us who went through rural schools were even being beaten to speak English. But we are here as a parliament allowing this lazy government to also carry us along. That you want to promote Swahili, therefore a council be created. So, Madam Speaker, that's the submission I intended to make yesterday. That actually we should just reject the creation of the council. If it exists, we abolish and then assign this government a responsibility to go and administratively promote Swahili. Do the soldiers who speak Swahili, do they have a council in the military? So really, I don't want to be part of this lazy business.